What is going on? So today we're going to talk about supply and demand. Now, you might be asking, Nathan, what is supply and demand? Well, you know what? That's why I'm making this presentation. I'm going to tell you. Okay, so to get started, the definition for supply and demand, well, supply is going to be the amount of goods available, the amount of goods and services available to the public, okay? Now, demand is going to be the desire that these buyers have to purchase these goods and services. Now, it is important to understand that when supply and demand equal each other, that is going to be the desired outcome, and that's going to lead to economic equity. Alright, so schedule and curves. So basically, the demand curve is going to relate the price and quantities in which the individuals are willing to buy, okay? So it might have the price on the left, and it might have the quantity that the individuals want to buy. Now, supply curve is the same as the demand curve, except for instead of the amount willing to buy, it's the amount that's available. Now, a good example for this is gasoline. So price per liter might be, I don't know, $5 per liter, right? And the demand is going to be 50 liters. Now you're going to graph that out. That's going to give you that curve, okay, with a bunch of different points, obviously, but you get what I'm saying. Now listen, okay, I know what you're thinking. Nathan, like, come on, man. There's no way that these curves and these data points can stay constant, you know, because the world is constantly changing, you know, because of, like, economics and stuff, right? So basically, curve shifts are going to occur with these prices and these supplies and these demands fluctuate, right? So let's say, I don't know, first off, there are only 50 liters demanded, right? But then Mary Sue and her wife Jim Bob have a bunch of children, and now they need gas too. So that demand is going to go up. Now they need 100 liters, you know? So you got to think about these things, you know? Economics, it's a crazy science. All right, now segueing off of what I was talking on the last slide, okay? So Jim Bob and Mary Sue, you know, they're going to end up being determinant factors for how supply and demand works out in the economy, okay? Because let's say they have more children, that's going to increase the demand, therefore increasing the supply. Well, that's how it should work if there's economic equity. There's also going to be other factors such as change in incomes, consumer preference, limited amount of resources available to build what you're trying to supply, etc., etc. This is another important part in supply and demand economics, okay? So governments can have control over various factors in the economy. So basically they can set price floors and price ceilings. Now what these are going to do is they're going to set a range of available prices to be set on certain goods and services. So let's say I make a pretty solid, some nice chapstick, right? The government is going to say you cannot set this chapstick to cost more than $10, and you can't set it to cost less than 50 cents. And that's going to basically affect the economy and affect the supply and demand of the economy. Well, I know you guys had such a great time watching this video. I know I had a great time making it. So if you guys want to check out these works cited, there's lots of great sources. You can learn a lot of stuff about it. Just feel free to pause the video and go to these sites. They're absolutely great. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave. It was great talking to you guys.